Oh boy. Work, 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 work. Well, I'm gonna put all these big items in there first. I actually walked all the way around this building and got my cart, but I think I'm gonna back my truck up. Wouldn't that be the smart thing to do? So I don't gotta go walk back and forth. Ha ha ha. Some of this stuff I have to pick through. That's a heat pump for a swimming pool. It's like a reverse air conditioner. And I have all these little tidbits here. And this wonderful stuff. A drawer right there. Little bits of scrap. You don't want to get this stuff out of here. Man, I need to get this thing going. And for those of you who don't totally understand, the quickie explanation here is, first of all, I have to replace that one brake line. That's got to be custom made. And this license plate expired 6/17. So that was like last year. And if I went to go and renew this today, this would be good for a month and a half before it expires again. And they cost $561. So if I wait, today's the 17th. If I wait, I don't know, what is that, 13 days? It'll be June. And I can go and not renew this one, because that would make me pay for a whole year of I didn't even use it. But the state doesn't see it that way. If you go and reuse it, they just assume you were using it all along. And it's been sitting. No matter what you do to prove it. So I have to get new license plates, which expire on the 6th month. Does that explanation help? So, I don't want to pay $561 for roughly a month and a half's worth of use. I want to get a full year out of this Ford if I ever can. Ever since I've had this thing for like almost 10 years, I've never had it actually running for an entire year. There's always some stupid thing that happens to that thing. And it lays out for half of the year just chilling and relaxing, which is not very efficient. So this year the goal is to get it going, fix what's wrong, take it to the state safety inspection, because any truck over a, see, this is a D designation, which means I can carry up to 12,000 pounds. That's got a B designation. Okay, this plate right here, B. Okay, B designation means you don't need a safety sticker, which goes right here. So the state doesn't need to inspect that vehicle. Anything above a B, you have to get one of these suckers right here in our state. And they always expire, well, they expire every 6 months. So this is good for 6 months. So this is coming due for an inspection. So I want to take this thing in 17 or 18 days, because if something knick-knackety breaks on it, I don't want to have to deal with it. I'd rather just get the safety inspection and then I'm golden, okay, for another 6 months. So does that help? Okay, so lighter weight trucks don't need safety inspect. If I put a higher designation plate on here, the next one up is a D, okay? if I put a D plate on this yellow truck right here, then I would need to take this to a safety inspection. The same truck. All I have to do is go for a higher rating license plate. Higher rating means if I got a B plate on here, I mean not a B plate, if I got a D plate like that's got, I could carry 12,000 pounds. Truck, passenger, cargo. 12,000 pounds. That's why I would be rated to, as far as the state is concerned. Never mind the manufacturer who has it rated at, I don't know. I don't know what this thing's rated at, but I know this can carry more than, I know it's a 2500 series and people call it a 3/4 ton, which is wrong. 2500 badging means 2,500 pounds. That's what it is. So it's 1 1/4 ton payload truck. That's what this is. And that F series right there, that's an F700. I can carry, well, the truck weighs like 13,000 pounds, so you can go up to 26,000 pounds on this truck and cargo. So it's like, what, 6 tons? Something like that? 5.5? I don't know. And believe me, I could stuff that pig full. Pack that thing in. So, with this, I could go to a higher designation license plate. I could get an F. I could get the letter F, which means I would be allowed by the state to haul more weight in here. But the problem is I could not see the lady next door she could dial up the government, the local government, meaning, you know, the code enforcement people, not the police, because, you know, they could give a shit where I live. She would call the government, okay, because you get nowhere with calling the cops. Call the cops, they come out and they're like, yeah, what are we supposed to do about it? It's sitting on private property. So she goes one step further. She calls the government. And yes, anything higher than a D, you can't leave it out in the street overnight, okay? And you can't park it on your property. Other people do. I can show you around town. There's trucks bigger than that parked in people's driveways. But me, I'm held to a higher standard for some reason. This thing's loose, by the way, when I touched it. Oh boy, look at that bolt. See, that's the power of ADHD, right? You're doing one thing and then you notice something else and then you're like, oh. Quit the yap and then start. Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, that's why I have a D plate on here. That's my situation. Re-explained for the 10 billionth time, because I think people get lost, or I get new subscribers and they can't figure out why am I doing it the way I do it. Trust me, I would do it totally differently if I was allowed to and could. If I was allowed to and could, like everybody else, which I will show you around in my neighborhood, I would bring that sucker home and park it in my driveway. Like so many other people. They have like semis. They got, see that semi down there? There are people that park their tractor, you know, that's the front part, in their driveway. And nobody says crap. And even in some homeowner restricted communities, people have their semis parked in their driveway. Me, because I'm a scrapper and I'm human filth, okay, people don't like scrappers. People don't like people that work for themselves. Trust me, okay? I have a lifetime of experience on this. It drives them nuts. Oh, he doesn't have a boss. Is he paying his taxes? All that other bull crap. Screw you. Alright? I'm my own boss. Don't mind what I'm doing, man. So, I'm forced into this situation. I'm forced to rent this frickin' warehouse. I'm forced into this. Fine, all well and good. I want to make the most of it. I want to be able to Unlike, I understand that people don't like it if you leave a scrap sitting in your driveway. That makes sense. There are other people in my neighborhood that do it. Okay, there's a lot. I can take people around. There's a lot of grass that's in my neighborhood. It's as tall as this machine here. They're not getting called on. People got scrap sitting in their driveways. People got things like hoarded like hell. I don't want my house looking like that anyway. Don't read me wrong. But by God, if I leave a few things in my driveway, can you leave me alone? No, they can't. So you know what? Fine. I come here to live the dream, to not complain. I could drop my stuff here. If I get a phone call from a client or something like that, hey, come and pick this up, I can leave the crap here on the ground or wherever I want to without worrying about, like, you know, the owner or the neighbor bitching about the stuff laying there. All that aside, I'd rather clean it up, make it nice and neat. That's the goal. That's what I'm going to do. Because you know what? It makes a clearer head. It's easier to think. So, the goal is clear all this out as best as possible. Keep scrapping while I'm clearing it out, because I don't want to lose out. I want to keep the money flowing, okay? Now that I'm over here, I want to just keep it going and going and going. Look at a bird, come to visit. This is a perfect nature lover spot, which is awesome. I like looking at nature. So, it's like relaxing. You could just look over there and there's nature and there's man-made. It's like the perfect balance because I like machines, I like stuff, and then I like to look at nature at the same time. I don't know. I'm weird. So, that's enough of that. Keeping my audience updated. I'm going to fill this. I'm going to unload this tomorrow. I'm going to get the dream rolling. Gotta try to start thinking positive here. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.